Okay, so this is going to be my NFL playoff predictions as of week 11. Starting off with the AFC East, you have the New England Patriots, Buffalo Bills, Jets, and Dolphins. Um, the clear pick is the Patriots to win. Right now they're at 6-3, and the next team behind them is the Buffalo Bills, who started off strong but are now at 5-4, and they've lost two in a row. The Jets, all know I hate the Jets, but I don't think there's any hope for them at a 5-5 record. Just losing to the Broncos on Thursday, and the Dolphins have won two in a row. Today they are beating. Who are they beating right now? They are beating. Let me see. Oh, They are beating Buffalo, 28-6. So that'll probably boost the record to a stunning 3-7. But yeah, Patriots will win. Uh, Patriots will win the division. I don't think any of the rest of the teams will make the wild card. For the AFC North, you got the Steelers, the Ravens, Bengals, and Browns. Um, you got the Steelers at 7-3, and the Ravens 6-3, and the Bengals at 6-3. Browns are clearly out at a 3-6 with a 3-6 record. My pick is the Steelers to win the division, and you never know. The Ravens have they lost to the Seahawks, I believe, and maybe one other shitty team. I feel like the Bengals could win the wild card. But as we move on to the AFC South, you got the Texans, the Titans, the Jaguars, and the Colts. Colts automatically out. 0-10, haven't won a game. Jaguars 3-6, not gonna make the playoffs at all. Titans 5-4, won't make the playoffs. Houston 7-3, got off to a great start. I believe 5-0, 4-0, 6-0, something. I think it was 5-0. But now they're 7-3 and they've won four in a row. So looks like they'll make the playoffs in the South. All right, and for the AFC West, Raiders, Broncos, Chargers, and Chiefs. Raiders at 5-4, Broncos at 5-5, Chargers at 4-5, Chiefs at 4-5. Pretty close, but I feel like the Broncos have won three in a row, but I just can't believe in Tim Tebow. Even though he is pretty clutch, I just don't think he'll do anything good for the rest of the season or just won't make the playoffs. The Raiders have beaten tough teams, but also have lost to shitty teams. But I'm gonna go with the Raiders to win the West because they've proven that they can be an elite team. So it comes down to the Ravens Bengals for the wild card, and I'm gonna pick the Bengals. I just think that ever since like Ocho Cinco left, they've been pretty good. 6-3 is one of their better records they've had at week 11 in a while. So yeah, just to recap, that'll be the Patriots, the Steelers, the Texans, the Raiders, and the Bengals. That's all first place teams right now, and then the Bengals. So now moving on to the NFC. NFC East, you got the Giants, which are my favorite team, the Cowboys, the Eagles, and the Redskins. Not playing favorites, I do think the Giants will win. They are sloppy at times, at a lot of times actually. Sloppy against the Dolphins, which they luckily pulled out. Sloppy against the Cardinals, which they luckily pulled out a victory. And sloppy against the Seahawks, who beat us. But we also beat the Eagles, beat the the Patriots. There we go. But we also lost to the 49ers, which was a good team. And we have to play the Packers and I believe the Saints, and the Cowboys twice. Anything can happen in that game. Those games actually. But yeah, I'm picking the Giants to win the division. Um, yeah, Redskins 3-6 and the Eagles 3-6. Don't think they'll make a late season push to the playoffs. So it'll be between the Cowboys and Giants, but I think the Giants will pull through. All right, NFC North. This is one of the easier ones. You got the Packers, who are 9-0. I think they're clearly gonna win the division. Lions and Bears though at 6-3, and the Vikings at 2-7. Vikings are out. They are not good at all. The Bears, ugh, I don't. I hate the Bears personally, but they could win the wild card, but I just don't think so. I think the Lions will definitely win the wild card, and because they lost last week, and right now, what are they doing? This week they're losing right now in the third quarter to Carolina, but I think that they'll pull through and win the wild card. All right, NFC South. The Saints, the Falcons, the Bucks, and the Panthers. Got to go with the Saints, 7-3. Falcons, 5-4, aren't as good as they should be. They should be a really elite team. Last year they were great. Not so good in the playoffs, but they were good. They were good all season, and they've only gotten better. They had a low draft pick, but I don't know what's happening. I don't really follow them that much. The Bucks are 4-5. They were 10-6 last year, but I don't know. Their team, they have a solid squad. Freeman is a good quarterback. He will be good in a couple. He'll be really good in a couple of years. And then the Panthers, they can only go up 2-7. Not gonna make the playoffs this year, but Cam Newton is something. Don't like to admit it, but he's something. The reason I don't like Cam Newton is because I'm an LSU fan, and he played for Auburn, of course, and the rest is history. All right, NFC West: 49ers, Seahawks, Cardinals, Rams. 49ers clearly going to win the division, 8-1. The Seahawks, who are in second place, well, Seahawks and Cardinals in second place with a 3-6 record. Yeah. Last year the Seahawks won. They have 8 wins. They won the division. 7 wins. It's sad. Easy, clearly one of the easiest divisions in the NFL, and the 49ers are going to win, clearly. All right, so the wild card team, like I said, would be the Lions. So I just felt like making this video for fun. Didn't really know who I was going to pick until I looked at all the records, but picking every first place team right now. But if there were to be a team that isn't in first place now that doesn't make the playoffs, would be the Raiders. That is the closest division. The Broncos are 5-5 and the Raiders are 5-4. The Broncos keep winning. They've won 3 in a row. Then they're set. But I don't really know their schedules. So even the Chargers and the Chiefs, they could both. They're only a game back? Yeah, they're 4-5. So yeah, anything could happen. But those are just my predictions. When playoff time comes around, I will make the actual playoff predictions. But thanks for watching.